Hey girl, have you been thinking about moving to Bangkok, Thailand, but you are not quite sure if it's the right city for you? Have you been weighing out the pros and cons and you're trying to decide if you actually want to go, if it's somewhere you actually want to live and thrive and move your whole life? You are not alone. I am here with you. Hi, my name is Elle, and I bought my one-way ticket to Bangkok, Thailand just 1 week ago, and I will be leaving in 2.5 months. I have lived in Thailand before, but I lived in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and this is the first time I will be living in Bangkok. I am still undecided about whether I want to put down roots and make a home there. So I've made a list of my personal pros and cons that I'm going to be sharing with you, and maybe these are things that you've thought about or haven't thought about that will inform whether or not Bangkok is the city for you. So please say hi, like this video, and subscribe. Tell me where you're tuning in from and where you are in this process. Have you already decided that it's where you want to move? Are you already living there? Are you completely uncertain? Let me know in the comments below, and we can figure this out together. My name is Elle, and I am also known as the Empress of Ease. I am the creator of the House of Ease, where I help women create lives that feel good from the inside out, where they can escape the rat race and stop living someone else's idea of what their life should be and start living their own success on their own terms. For me, myself personally, that includes living abroad. And as I said, I've lived abroad before and I'm preparing to move abroad again. And I'm very, very excited. So if you want some support and guidance, exploring your possibilities of moving abroad, living abroad, or really just creating a life more aligned with your own unique joy and passion and calling, I have a one-on-one call called the Alignment Hour. You and me, we dive deep into where you want to go and what is blocking you. It's a powerful transformational call. So check out the link below for the Alignment Hour. And if you really want to just be part of my world, I offer a free burnout recovery toolkit, and you can check it out with the link in the description below. Here are my list of pros and cons. I made a little list right here. I'm going to share it with you. Now, some of the things on my pro list are also on my cons list because they have highs and lows to both of them. And so without further ado, let's get started. Pro number one. As an American citizen with a college degree, it was pretty simple and fairly easy for me to get a job teaching English in Thailand. There's a website that has all kinds of job listings, and having a diploma is the minimum requirement. You don't have to have previous teaching experience. You don't even have to have a degree in teaching or in English. So that is one thing that if I want to bring in additional streams of income in addition to what I already got going on, it's pretty easy to get a job as an American who speaks fluent English as my native language and has a degree to get a job teaching English in Thailand, which would bring in an additional stream of income should I want and or need it. Pro number two for living in Bangkok. Bangkok is a city. The city itself and the surrounding metropolitan areas have over 17.4 million people. That's over 25% of Thailand's population. So if I wanted to have an active, dynamic, outside social life, going to parties and cafes or restaurants or doing just a city girl, having a city life, I can completely do that 10 toes down in Bangkok, which means there's lots to do and there's a community of Black American expats. You've probably seen them on YouTube.
This is Thailand's largest all melanated first Sunday brunch in Thailand. Can y'all please give it up for that?
You've probably seen them on TikTok.
I'm moving to Thailand in 2 weeks.
Tell these people that, how your experience is in Thailand, guys?
It's been good, man. It's been good. Warm, sunny, good food.
What's up, y'all? It's me, your girl, Nas B, the creator and founder of Black in Bangkok. I got some exciting news for y'all. We are getting ready to start filming for our new reality series, Black in Bangkok.
Come spend a day with my honey and I here in Bangkok, Thailand. First stop, we got to get our daily nutrition.
You've probably seen them on Instagram. It seems like there are Black Americans moving to Thailand in droves. There is a community of Black expats running businesses, having parties, gatherings, and get-togethers. When I lived in Rwanda for a year in 2022, I felt very isolated. I'll put the video right here if you want to watch my deep dive into the rabbit hole of my life living in Rwanda, the pros and the cons. I'll also put the link in the description so that you don't have to click off now. You can just watch it later. But it was very isolating because there weren't a lot of activities with people who I shared the same culture or background or life experience with. I felt very lonely and very isolated there. But Bangkok, one of the reasons I'm very interested in Bangkok is because it's a totally different story. There are so many Black American expats living there doing lots of different things. And so I would be able to connect with and go have outings with people of my similar background and my similar culture, which hopefully would keep me from feeling as isolated and lonely as I did when I was living in Rwanda. My last pro is one of the main reasons that Bangkok is on so many people's list is because of the cost of living. Now, we know that economies are not static, and recently the US dollar has gotten weaker, which makes things just more expensive in Bangkok. But it's still lower than it is in the States. So that's my short and sweet pro list. My con list is just as short and sweet. And as I said, there's some things from my pro list that are also on my con list. So even though they're on my pro list, having so many Black Americans who have moved to Bangkok, I'm curious if it feels oversaturated. I know we're still just a drop in the bucket in the city. I know we're nowhere near a lot of the population, but I wonder how it feels. I like going places where I cannot be around Americans most of the time. I like going to countries and cities and neighborhoods and being the only one so that I can actually feel and experience the local culture and the local people as much as possible. Of course, I know that's still possible. I know that I could be in Bangkok and avoid Americans, but I'm just curious what it feels like. Also, because I'm going to be making videos and documenting my story and really giving the behind the scenes of my journey and my travels, I wonder if because there are so many people traveling, and particularly Black Americans and Black American women, which I am, moving to Bangkok right now, I wonder if I would just be another drop in the bucket of Bangkok content creators. I'm much more interested in telling stories that no one else is telling, doing things that no one else is doing, charting a course that no one else is taking. And so while I will be spending the first month of my next adventures abroad in Bangkok, I'm also going to be spending the next month in Vietnam, seeing whether I like Hoi An and Da Nang, seeing if those resonate with me a little bit more. I know the cost of living in Vietnam is even lower than it is in Thailand, and I know it's a little bit not as saturated with Americans as Bangkok. Because when people zig, I zag. I really don't like doing what everybody else is doing. I am not a follower. I have never been a joiner that way. But the pro, that's why it's also on my pro list, because I would be able to go and make friends with people who I share a common background with. And I don't know that even if I did that, that would be the center of my social world. As I said, I'm hoping to make friends with Thai folks and build the Thai connections as well. I'm going to be studying Thai language, but I do want that option to go to events, to go to gatherings when I do feel like I want a taste of home. I want a piece of home. I just don't know if the ratio right now means that it's more people than I'm usually comfortable with. And I really won't know that until I'm on the ground, out and about, actually making friends, being in community and seeing what's actually there. One of the challenges when I lived in Rwanda is even though there were Black Americans living also in Kigali, Rwanda, where I was, most of them already came with their family units in tow. So they were married, or they had kids, or they brought their parent, or something of that sort. And since I am unmarried and child-free, it's helpful for me to be in community with people who are also unmarried and child-free. I'm also a woman of a certain age. I am a Xennial. And so I think a lot of the Black Americans in Bangkok are younger than me. That's my guess. And so it would be nice to have Black American women age mates hanging out in Bangkok. I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if that's happening, but if that's you, please say hi below and maybe we'll hang out when I get there. And last but not least, I'm really trying to figure out, do I want to live in a city right now? Do I want to live somewhere with so many people and so much traffic and so much pollution? I don't know. I've never lived in a city. Atlanta and Seattle are the cities that I've spent the most time in, and neither of them are like city, concrete jungle cities. They're both kind of a mellower city vibe. I don't know if I want to live in a city. And again, that's not something I'll actually know for real until I'm there and on the ground. But I do love street food. I do want to learn the language. I do want to be in community with Thai folk. And there are lots of different cool things going on there. I'll keep y'all posted on on this channel. I will cross that bridge when I get to it because I won't, again, be able to make that decision until I'm on the ground living in Thailand and then living in Vietnam to make a real informed decision about which one I like better. My big picture goal is to find where I want to be based in Southeast Asia and then explore other countries. So whether I choose Vietnam or Thailand, I still want to explore Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar. And then I want to go to South Asia. And I've already been to Nepal and India twice, but I want to go to Sri Lanka. I want to go to Bhutan. There are places that I have not been that I really want to explore. And so even though my ticket is to Bangkok, it's only like an hour and a half away from Vietnam. It may just end up that if I don't take a teaching job in Thailand, because Vietnam's cost of living is lower, if I find a home base that I really like there, I'll set up shop and then go bipping and bopping around the world. But I'll tell you a secret. My long-term vision, my long-term goal for Southeast Asia is I want to host immersive private retreats for 5 days, 7 days, and 10 days, a one-on-one immersion retreat where you get white glove service and deep nourishment, support, coaching, body work, food, time in nature, a full, all-inclusive, well-rounded retreat immersive experience. I think that Vietnam might be better suited for that. We'll see. And it's not for a while, so it's between you and me. I'm just planting a seed now. This is something I used to offer, but I would host at very fancy 5-star hotels. But if I can create that kind of immersive retreat experience in an international setting where I am in full control over the experience and give you the most luxurious, delicious, nourishing, supportive, restorative, restful retreat, that's what I'm really working towards. So I'll keep you posted in the next year or so how it all unfolds. That's what I'm really looking for. So Bangkok may be a place to play and enjoy and hang out, but in the long run, I have the feeling that my home base will be somewhere else. But who knows? I'll keep y'all posted. Let me know where you are in the world, where you are in your move abroad process, what your pros and cons are. And if you've lived in Bangkok before, please include things in the comments below that I may not have even named or considered or thought about. And if you have lived there before, I would also love to know your favorite neighborhoods. I want a local vibe with amenities. So I've been looking at the Ari neighborhood, ARI. That's the neighborhood I've been looking at. But if you have other suggestions, please share them below. I watch the Isaiah Ashley channel, who does all kinds of interviews with mostly Black Americans who are living in Bangkok. He gives interviews and tours of their condos. And so I have found from his channel and a few others that the Ari neighborhood has a great mix of what I'm looking for, but I'm very open to suggestions if you have somewhere else that might not even be on my radar yet. So thanks for being here. If you want to know more about my moving abroad, how I'm planning it, and what I'm doing next, check out this video right here. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it, and I will see you later. Bye for now.